Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, the word explosive is overused, but that's exactly the right word to describe the preview for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion.
I know what you make on this show.
Hold on.
Let me just say, Andy goes there. Then, our Hollywood insider Dax Holt is back, and I can't wait for this visit because I have a little surprise for Mr. Holt. And what happens when we send the pickiest eater on our staff
What the hell? I thought we were dressing up.
to an Oktoberfest party at a German restaurant.
The German sampler. You've got a Wiener Schnitzel, you've got the ham hock,
Just
or
wait.
Schweinehaxen as we call it, our house brat, German Spätzle, that's a potato dumpling.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Blaine. Good morning, Bothell, Washington. Good morning, Royalton. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Domino's Pizzas. Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark.
Hi. I like their pizza, like a lot. That's
Domino's?
my favorite if I'm going to just order a pizza.
Like a favorite, I would put that in like, not the value, but yeah, a value pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mine is Little Caesars, pizza. And their crazy bread,
Yes.
I'd cut someone for crazy bread.
Oh, so good.
Love. I grew up, there was a Little Caesars near our house in Michigan City, Indiana, and I loved it. It just, when I just don't care, I'll eat the Little Caesars. How you doing?
Good. That reminds me of when I used to, remember I told you I used to get lost at Kmart so I could go to Little Caesars where they'd bring you the free icy?
Yes.
If you got lost.
Yeah. And again, children watching, don't get lost at Kmart, please.
No.
I don't need those emails.
Sid was so mad. She'd be like the first time she was just grateful to see me.
Yeah.
And then by the second or third time, she was like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah. The gig is up. Hey, speaking of emails, you know, I usually share a little funny story here, but I had a nice little moment that I think is what I call a relatable, that maybe you guys, if you don't have to have a TV show, maybe it's a friend's comment that has stuck with you, kind of, I call it cratering your day. Maybe someone made a rude comment about your weight and it just ruins your entire week. You know what I'm talking about. I kind of had an epiphany, or an epiphany, and that's an epiphany in a shopping mall, but I had an epiphany a couple days ago where if you're new to the show, new to me, I have no problem admitting or revealing that I am really sensitive, and bluntly, I can be thin-skinned. And it goes back to the fact that, I didn't have a lot of friends or self-confidence as a kid, so you're kind of, I'm in that people-pleaser category. And I hate it. I don't like it about myself, and years of therapy hasn't done anything to change it. But anyway, I say that because I had a moment where we received an email here at the show, and then on that same day, we received an email at the radio show. And 6 months ago, a year ago, both of those emails would have cratered my days. And I really mean that. And the email here was a woman that wrote, and she had, look, I don't look at her intention, I don't question it. But she kind of ragged on me, busted on me for talking about going to Disney World and sharing with you funny stories and pictures. And normally, and then on the radio show, a woman the same day sent an email saying that I was being too mean to my friend Stephanie Hansen, who's on our show, our Foodie Queen. And both emails a year ago would have tanked my day, really would have. And I realized, I was driving home and I thought, I saw both of those emails and I immediately released them. And they didn't occupy any space in my head. And I know that sounds weird, but if you're like me and you're sensitive, that was a big moment for me at 47 years old to get to the point where you just start to care less about what people think when you know your intentions are good. Because to talk about our show, I know for myself that when I see joyful people, it makes me happy. So my intention with everything in this show, a little bit later, you're gonna see producer Ted eat 400 pounds of meat. There's no news value in that.
No.
It's just to make you laugh. So when I show stories or I show pictures, it's not in a braggadocious way. I wasn't raised like that. My mom would smack the crap out of me. It's to spread joy. So I know what my intention is. But I released both of those emails and realized that it didn't ruin my day. And what got me, and I'm telling this story for a reason, the hook that got me was I was driving on the highway and a voice said to me, it said, "You are giving these two strangers a lot of power over your day. You're turning over your mood, your day, your happiness over to two people that are questioning your intention wrongly. They don't mean to, and in the case of the Disney, that's projection, when people project their things onto another person. So I hope that if you're watching this and you're my age, I really hope for younger folks, if you're in your 20s and 30s when you don't quite know this lesson yet, release it. Just realize, don't get mad about it. I got mad. I went, wait a minute, Sally, I'm making up a name. I'm not going to give Sally the control over my day. So I hope in telling this story, it helps you come to this epiphany or a Tiffany a little bit sooner than it came to me at 47. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Barking like a dog there. I'll get an email about that. It was the finale of a very dramatic season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills last night, and the cast was celebrating the Chinese New Year. And of course, the drama involved Erica Jane. Look at this.
Erica, I do think if we're going to talk about sweeping under the rug and starting a new year right, if we can both find a place to do that, I would be very happy. And I don't want to sweep under the rug. I don't want to keep anything under the rug because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. But I don't want any ill will between us going into this Chinese New Year. I really don't.
I didn't hear what she said.
Why is everyone so quiet?
I was gonna say, anyone got a
Because
knife?
we're all looking at you to see what you say. What do you say back? Anything at all?
I have nothing to say.
Grow up. Grow up. I used to like Erica. It's that reaction. It's those types of reactions all season. You getting defensive makes you look more guilty. Just FYI to the viewer. We don't know for sure. Let me be clear. We don't know for sure. But that doesn't go well with your lipstick. Sutton extending an olive branch, and as you can see, Erica just shooting it down rudely. Whatever. Bravo dropped a preview for the reunion, the 4-part. Guys, come back to the TV. Look at this.
We're gonna put you on a skewer, and I'm gonna fire up the barbecue. Why didn't you leave Tom sooner?
Where was I going?
I know what you make on this show.
Hold on.
Did you feel you were held captive? He's having multiple affairs, yet, as we know, he put $20 million and more into your account. Who believes Erica did not know anything about what Tom was doing?
Can someone please back me the up on what I'm saying?
You were manipulating the narrative by saying that the cognitive decline started 3 years ago.
That's not true. Again, here you are, looking at me, rolling your eyes.
It lands differently when there are
So-
air crash
It does, it
victims.
does.
Have you asked him if he did it?
I asked him, why am I white?
The 4-part, there have never been 4 parts of a reunion on Bravo. 4-part reunion begins next Wednesday. Woo. Wow, want to come over and watch it? I'll put on a chicken.
Yeah, and then you can explain to me all the little details that I don't know.
Perfect. Everyone, you're invited to my house next Wednesday. Is it next Wednesday? Next Wednesday. Everybody come on. All of you in Washington, get on a plane. Next in the dish, from the Real Housewives to the Desperate Housewives, Terry Hatcher dropped some news on her Instagram. Look at this.
Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm finally working again. And you want to know why it's even more exciting?
Creep me in.
Can you
Hi.
believe?
We're back.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Stay tuned.
Terry and James Denton reuniting. They're going to reunite in a Hallmark Christmas movie, A Kiss Before Christmas. Ted can't wait for that one. James is a married father of teens who's struggling in his career, only to wake up on Christmas morning, not married, no kids, and now the CEO of his own company. Terry is the key to help him reclaim his original life. And if you don't want to watch that movie, you can watch the one it's based on, Nicolas Cage's A Family Man. Anyway.
It did sound familiar.
It does that sense. Not throwing shade, but I'm just saying. No, I love Terry and I love James. James used to live here down the road, and then I think got divorced. Anyway, then he moved. And he used to be a buddy of ours. Fun fact about our show that I don't think I've revealed in years. The pilot, we had to shoot a pilot for this show. The pilot episode was, we had to come up with a guest. James Denton was so nice, I called him and I said, would you be willing to be my fake guest to tape the pilot of the show? And he came in and did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people would say no.
Yeah, and then I never heard from him. No, I didn't hear from him after that. I was like, okay. But anyway, he was a nice dude. Always stuck up for Terry Hatcher, always. There's a lot of drama with Terry and the other women on Desperate Housewives. James never had a bad thing to say about Terry, and I always admired that. Because it'd be easy to get in the swamp, so to speak, and he didn't. He took the high road with Terry. Did you ever watch Desperate Housewives?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay, good.
Yes, I watched from like the first episode to the last episode.
Every season was decent except for season 2, when Alfred Woodard had a weird person
with
in
the
her
thing in the
Yeah,
basement?
she had her kid in a cage in a basement.
Yeah.
And I'm not making that up. We're gonna take a break. No people in cages here. Well, I was in a kennel once. But anyway, we'll be right back. Stay with us. It's years ago. More hot topics, more hot dish. Next.
What's love but a second-hand emotion?
The goddess of rock and roll is making a big career move. Find out what Tina Turner's doing with her entire music library. Then, is it a person, place, or thing? You'll find out when I reveal my latest best thing ever. And it's Oktoberfest with a twist. We're sending our resident picky eater to a German restaurant to answer 2 questions. Will he eat German food, and will he wear lederhosen while doing it? All of your questions will be answered when we come back.
Of course, not everyone was celebrating Otis's victory because many online were rooting for last year's winner, the hippo-esque 747, who, and I just learned this today, has the nickname Colbert. I can't wait to learn why this bear was named after me. Is it because we're both fierce? Is it because we both eat our weight in salmon? What could it be?
One of the things we noticed about him is that his right ear was a little different than his left ear. And if you watch Stephen Colbert, you will see that his ear also has a little outward, downward. It's different from his other ear. And I'm not hurting his feelings, like he even watches this, but I'm not hurting his feelings because he points it out a lot, that his ears don't match up. 747's ear looked a little wonky, like Stephen Colbert's ear does.
That is fantastic. Colbert's ear. Yep, right there, becoming fodder on the late night, on the Late Show for our Late Night Rewind. Hey, he still has a bear named after him, though. I just have a big bug with my face on it. That's fine. What was it? No, what was it? The bug. It was a grasshopper. Oh, no, it was a grasshopper that looked like my face.
That's more than most of us will ever have.
Thank you, Kendall. Again, what was your line?
Attitude of gratitude.
An attitude, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a guy that has gratitude attitude. Attitude, gratitude. Okay.
Almost there.
More late night. Daniel Craig is making the rounds for the final time as James Bond. He was on Kimmel last night and talked about watching the premiere of No Time to Die with the royal family. Look.
So he was seated next to them, I think, at the
we were all in the royal box.
The royal box.
Like my daughter and Carrie was sitting behind. I was sat next to Camilla and Charles, and I don't know who was sat next to. They were down here somewhere. We were all sat in a row watching the movie. Yeah.
Did they pay attention?
I think so. I mean, I'm quite occupied watching the audience.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kind of nervous and I want to see what there was.
So Prince Charles is sitting there and you're just kind of looking over at him?
Well, yeah.
That must have been
That
must have been a relaxing experience for him. Yeah. Bond keeps looking at me. I want to check my texts. What's going on here? When am I going to be king already? Am I going to knight this guy?
It's like you were there.
That would be stressful. It's bad enough seeing your new movie in front of a test audience or a new audience, but then Prince Charles, the royals are sitting next to you. You know, you're watching Camilla's face. You know, oh, is she contorting? What, you know.
What's happening?
I'm seeing this week and I'm really excited.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I think we're going to go on Sunday. Yeah.
I love James Bond.
I do.
So.
Again, I said it before. I like him in this role. I liked the Daniel Craig James Bonds. The Pierce Brosnan James Bonds were trash.
Oh, come on. They were not that bad.
They were trash. No Time to Die hits theaters tomorrow. No, they're just goofy. I like Pierce. I like him in Mrs. Doubtfire. It's a drive-by fruiting. Netflix, next in the dish. Netflix dropped the trailer for the latest Christmas movie, and it has quite the cast. It features Maggie Smith and Kristen Wiig. Here's a clip from A Boy Called Christmas.
The universe is made of stories, where anything and everything can happen. Long ago, nobody knew about Christmas. Until a boy showed the world how to believe in the impossible.
Now see, that's a Christmas movie. I want to see more reindeers on Hallmark.
Reindeer.
fantastic.
There's no S.
What?
I don't
What did I say? Did I put an S in reindeer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
like
okay.
saying scrimps. Anyway, the movie is based on a 2015 book by the same name. It's going to hit Netflix the day before Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm here today. What is wrong with me? I think the vacation is just catching up. Can you give me just a second here?
Yeah. I'm really excited for that movie.
Do you know what I'm doing?
No, I have no idea.
I'm texting God.
Oh, on your iPad. Okay.
You can't ever let Maggie Smith die.
Oh.
There we go.
It's true.
I don't know if he has AT&T or Verizon, so it'll get there soon. Next in the dish, it's a sign of the times. What's love got to do? Tina Turner has sold the rights to all of her music, all of it. This is, listen to this. The singer sold 6 decades of songs, including What's Love Got to Do with It right there. Oh, I love that music video. To BMG. Now, we don't know, they didn't say like the financial details, but here's what we know. The deal includes her name, her image, and likeness. Industry experts say the deal could be worth more than $50 million. I think that is low. Come on. If this is the Price is Right, we are losing the showcase. Last year, Bob Dylan sold his music catalog. This is smart because I think for icon artists like Dylan and Tina, they have watched other icons and their estates mess this up. You know what I mean? Mess it up. So this is really wise of her to get, and morbid as it is, to get their affairs in order. Because if you're, I think Tina has 4 kids. I think for you want to set up not only the kids but just your legacy. Right. If I'm Tina Turner, I'm not just concerned about the children, obviously the family first, but I want to make sure my music's in good hands. You don't want some lawyer named Bob deciding that after you kick the bucket.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you said lowball too, I agree. Because I think, wasn't Dylan's like $300 million?
Something like that.
Some astronomical number. And so Tina Turner's only $50 million supposedly? That seems odd.
Now, because we're talking about her likeness too, which means, you know, they can sell like Tina Turner cookie cutters and Tina Turner hair and Tina Turner shirts. And, you know, let's think of the Marilyn Monroe estate, which sadly is not even controlled by anybody connected to Marilyn Monroe, which still just, you know, but I'm bravo to her. I love Tina. You guys know that. Today, next in the dish is the 39th anniversary of the opening of Cats on Broadway. Oh, please, Tyler, you don't like Cats. I mean, I don't know if you like real cats, but I know you don't like the show. Andrew Lloyd Webber composed the musical, but points out he had nothing to do with the disastrous movie. That movie turned out to be just a turd. And he says it was so bad, he had to get a therapy dog.
I believe it was a Maltese.
Was it really?
I believe.
I love that you do. Listen, okay, here we go. He says he wrote an airline saying he needed to travel with the dog at all times. They responded and said he needed to prove it. And he wrote back and said, look what they did to my musical. And the airline responded, no doctor's report required. God bless the United States of America. Delta. Mr. Weber, proceed. Would you like an extra biscotti? It was. Did you see that trash box?
I couldn't watch it.
It's one of the worst things to ever come out of Hollywood. Oh, producer Ted liked it. But we're talking about a guy that eats corn dogs and only corn dogs. And naked.
He doesn't eat corn dogs, A. B, naked what?
Ted, are we still on? Okay. Hey, Director Leo? Director Leo?
Yes, Jason.
Could we just run right into Wendy Williams? Can we just end the show now?
Sure.
Okay. Next in the dish, we have another story.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Oprah is revealing she doesn't have a ton of friends, but instead has a very tight inner circle. In an interview with Hoda Kotb and her podcast, Oprah revealed she only has 3 really close friends, Gayle King, Maria Shriver, and trainer Bob Green. She and Gayle and Maria all met around the same time about 42 years ago when they were working in Baltimore. Maria said Oprah was the first person who ever brought her a cup of coffee. Oddly, I'm the first person to have ever brought executive producer Jeff a cup of coffee. And I've been doing it for 7 years.
How sweet.
Yeah. All kidding aside, this doesn't surprise me, especially when you get to be Oprah. You trust very few people. You've been done dirty. You know, people have turned on you. They've sold you out.
Right.
So, and not, you don't even have to be Oprah Winfrey. The older you get, I think, your circle becomes smaller and tighter, and it becomes more difficult to meet friends. You still have a few good years to meet people.
Thank you. Line up, everyone.
And then in about 3 years, you just have a few good years left. So just make friends while you can, Kendall, is my life. We're full of life lessons today, aren't we? So if you want, the more you know, shooting star. So just start making friends now, because soon you won't be able to.
Great. Anybody interested? Nobody stand up?
Nope.
It's fine.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this, back in a moment. Tyler didn't raise his hand.
No, he didn't.
Welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a good day. As our theme song says, our hot dish continues now with our Insider to the Stars. Please welcome back to the show from the award-winning Hollywood Raw podcast, the one and only Dax Holt. Good morning, Dax.
Hello, Jason. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How's it out in California?
You're going to love to hear this, but it's pretty rainy and gloomy out.
Hold on a minute, Dax. Let me check something. Ted, can you check the weather outside? How is it here in the Twin Cities? It's sunny, Sunny here. Yeah. Hey,
but we did find a rattlesnake on our front step the other day, so that was a little unnerving.
Okay, I gotta tell you now, everybody. I would roll it, but I want people to go follow you and you know that half of your followers are from Minnesota because they love you.
That is true.
Everybody, go to Dax Holt's Instagram and.
Well, I got to make it a story because it's actually past the time. It's been over the 24 hours. What I'll do is I'll make it one of my little featured stories so you can see it pop back up.
Give Dax a few minutes because we got to do TV here. And then look, he basically was almost eaten by a snake. So you can see that a little bit later. But first, you chatted with the author of the book, Party Girl. Who is she again?
Yes, so Anna David, she has worked as an entertainment reporter at some of the biggest magazines and websites over the years. We love getting people who have been reporters because I think they have some of the most fascinating stories, but also run-ins with celebrities, awkward run-ins, good run-ins, like the whole gamut, right? So Anna David, she wrote this book called Party Girl. It got a ton of buzz, kind of back, I would say more towards the 2007, 2009 time, but they wanted to turn this book into a movie. It is now, she has the rights back and they're potentially going to be actually making it into a movie at this point. But we had Anna on and, she covered the party nightclub beat for many, many years and really was in with the celebs. And so we wanted to know a lot about those awkward run-ins. And she said one of the ones that she had was with Seal and how she met him at a hotel to do an interview. And then afterwards, allegedly, he was like, let's go back to my house to finish the interview. I think this interview is going really well. So she's like, great, let's do it. And she said, I was really naive at the time. And then she got back to the house and she claims that things got a little awkward and she was like, I don't think we're on the same page about where this interview was going and ended up piecing out. And then she got a very angry call from Seal's publicist the next day.
Oh, why? Wouldn't he, if I was Seal's publicist, I would be petrified that she would come out with this story.
Called damage control.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So she had all kinds of stories like this. She dated a bunch of celebs. We wanted to ask who was the best celebrity kisser. I mean, we went on and on. It's a really interesting interview. I definitely suggest checking it out.
What surprised you the most about her?
I think just sometimes you talk to entertainment reporters and they don't want to divulge everything.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, hey, let's just put it all out there. I mean, she even went into the Vanity Fair party and she says, look, these Vanity Fair Oscar after parties, they're great. Everyone is there. But as a reporter, you go and they give you 15 minutes. And she said, and they really keep track of that. She was talking to Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson was like, oh, Anna, it's great to see you, pulling her through the party, wanted to go introduce her to other people, and the security came, grabbed her and said, your 15 minutes are up. Even if Owen Wilson wants to keep you in here, you have to go right now.
Okay, I misunderstood. So they only get 15 minutes to be in the physical space. I thought that is it.
That's it. They will pull you out. They don't care how big of a celeb you're talking to, what your conversation is, you are done.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, you were talking, and it is the thing with entertainment reporters. It's that fine line of you want to give the dish, but you also don't want to burn bridges, especially with publicists, because they'll never book their clients on your show again.
Exactly. And I think she's kind of to that point where she's like, whatever, it is what it is. I might as well tell my stories now because I don't need to go to the grave with them.
Yeah. Well, speaking of stories, before we go, Dax, so here's the deal, and if folks watch our show and have for years, you know that Dax and I are legitimate. We're not just those fake TV friends. Dax is a legitimate friend of mine, and we have a legitimate competition, kind of a friendly back and forth, as you would say. And that is, we're both big fans of Disney World and Disneyland. Now, Dax, as you heard, is out there in California. And whenever Dax, because he's Mr. Anaheim, he was like Mr. Nude Anaheim one year or something, I don't know, but the city of Anaheim loved him.
Pretty sure that wasn't the title.
But it was something. But he gets to go to Disneyland basically whenever he wants. And when he does, he loves to come on the show and brag about no lines or whatever access he has. And then I come back and I show him a picture of a good time we had. Well, Dax, I don't know if you can see this, but please look at your monitor because of all the special treatment that Dax gets, there's one thing Mr. California has never been able to do, and that is have a VIP tour with what they call the plaids. These are folks that walk you around the park.
Oh, just play the video. Let's get to it, Jason.
Roll it, Leo.
Stop taunting me.
Hi, Dax. It's Jason again. I'm back at Disney World for the 50th anniversary. I don't really see you. I don't. But you know who I do see? VIP tour Eric and executive producer Haley and Jeff.
Where are you?
Oh, is that Dawn? Oh, and Dawn too. And
Oh my God!
do you guys see Dax?
Dax, where are you?
Is Dax here?
No, because he's lame.
Oh, Haley, who is the executive producer of Good Day LA and also a friend of Dax, with the final word there. Dax, we missed you, buddy.
Feel like I didn't get an invite, so it's hard to be missed if you didn't get the invites. But I feel like I'm getting an invite from another Minnesota TV show right now to go see if I'd like to do reports for them.
Whatever, they're not even on right now. Oh, I love it. It was so funny, Dax. We were deep in that day. It was about near the end. And executive producer Jeff goes, we haven't shot our Dax video yet. So we had to get it done. So we missed you. I would love to tell you it was a horrible day, but it was probably one of the best days I've ever had in the park. So yeah.
I'm done with you.
Bye, Dax. Love ya. You can find the Hollywood Raw podcast wherever you get podcasts. Oh, that was delightful. You know he's going to get me back. He's going to get like an exclusive with Goofy or something. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Back in a moment. Welcome back, my friends. Well, when we discover something new, we just love to tell you all about it. And there is something new that I'm loving. So it's time for my latest best thing ever. Like a lot of you know, I don't always wear a suit. I know it's shocking. I love, wardrobe-wise, nothing better than a good graphic tee, but a very specific tee, and that brings me to this. Today's pick is something perfect for yourself or anyone who loves to wear t-shirts. It is a website full of awesome, retro, funny, some a little adult t-shirts called Tee Public. So the great thing, this is why I'm picking, there's a lot of, you see them on your Instagram. The reason I'm picking T-E-E Public is because of the customization. Now let me show you. Leo's going to take a shot of my iPad here. You go to teepublic.com. Here it is right here. And you can see right here, my favorite part, Kendall, I like a really soft t-shirt, like a tri-blend. And you can even, after you pick the design, you can go in and pick the type of t-shirt that you want. So I want the super soft, where is it right there? Tri-blend, boom. Then you can also pick the color and the size for men and women. Totally customizable and whatever design you want. I loved this. I spent a good hour and I knocked it down to 3 for my very first order to see what the quality is like. So let's take a shot. Here are 3 that I ordered. I love a good retro one. I also love classic sitcoms, you know that. So there's my WKRP in Cincinnati. Again, that nice tri-blend. The next one I ordered, this will shock no one, is a Who Shot JR t-shirt from the television show Dallas. And then finally, you know on my desk, I love He-Man. So my final one, Prince Adam's Eternian Logger. So again, there are thousands of designs, and what Tee Public allows folks and designers to do, it's kind of a collective. It's a clearinghouse. They let designers sell their t-shirts on this site. You know, they have to be approved. And then some of them you can turn into sweatshirts. You can turn into crew necks, V-necks, different colors. You could do tank tops. It's the customization of this is really why I love Tee Public. And I wanted to get through the whole process before I recommended them because you know, Y'all have ordered stuff from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like Colin has ordered a lot of coats that look one size and they come in and they're like this big.
And
It's
like the fabric's bad.
horrible.
Yeah.
But I wanted to test these out before I recommended. From ordering to delivery, it was quick. To quality, they are super soft. The quality's good. TeePublic was fantastic. You like a good t-shirt, don't you?
I do. I'm curious, and you might not know this, but do they do like bulk orders? So if you have a family event and like your whole family wants a shirt like this?
I think so. I'm looking here. And I also like, there's the male fit and the female fit.
Yep.
Yeah, you can order multiple ones. I don't know how big of bulk, but I'm sure you can. So it's fabulous.
Because I'm thinking like bachelor party, bachelorette party, like that would be a fun way to go about it.
Yep. TeePublic.com is my latest best thing ever. And if you missed the details about this, we'll post it on the Jason Show Facebook page a little bit later. Back in a moment. Oh, we're having fun today. Hope you are too. Welcome back. It's the season of Lederhosen and Dirndls.
Yep.
I said it. And don't forget, very large beers. In honor of Oktoberfest, Kendall took producer Ted to her favorite local German restaurant to see if the picky eater would eat German food. The two headed to LW's Beers Tube. Is that how you get
Beers
that?
Tube.
Beers Tube in Inver Grove Heights for the latest edition of Ted Tries It.
So I'm sitting here at the Beer Tube in Inver Grove Heights because Kendall says I need to try some German food. So she's gonna meet me at some point. I don't know when she's gonna walk in, but she said she's got a little surprise for us. Oh.
What the hell? I thought we were dressing up.
Oh, you went all German on us.
We're eating German food for Oktoberfest. What else would I wear? Wear your lederhosen.
I forgot
Ted,
mine.
we talked about this. Eric, why didn't you bring yours?
Where's the food?
I need a beer. Okay, I'm a little disappointed in your American outfit. So
Sorry.
I'm curious, since you don't need anything, have you had any German food before?
Brats.
Okay.
I did add sauerkraut to my repertoire.
Are you into pretzels?
I do like pretzels.
Any other German foods that you've had?
Brats.
You already said brat.
Sausages.
Anything else?
Smoked sausages.
Can you name any German food?
Wurst.
It's again a sausage.
Like what?
Like potato salad.
Oh, I
There's
don't
German
eat potato. I don't eat potato salad.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Spätzle?
What's spätzle?
Oh, it's so good. Do you like gravy?
No.
For the third time, I honest to God need a beer to have this conversation.
It's Munich and Minneapolis at Oktoberfest on the Minneapolis riverfront. Oompa, polka and party Friday and Saturday along St. Anthony, Maine.
1, 2, 3. Opa!
Okay. We got the Reuben. We got the Rachel. Ooh, they have a BLT. French dip. Turkey club. Chicken sandwich. Chicken bacon ranch.
German.
Oh, different side. They've got bratwurst.
The only thing he knows how to say.
I do have the neck hair. What'd you say? I do have the neck hair of that guy.
Well, Ted, it's my understanding you've never had much for German food, so now we're going to give you a whole lot.
Oh, wow.
This is our Taste of Deutschland. It's a German sampler. You've got a Wiener Schnitzel, you've got the Hamhock, or Schweinhaxen as we call it, our Hausbrat, German Spätzle, that's a potato dumpling. We've got the Sauerbraten right there, really a treat. That's all coupled with some red cabbage and some sauerkraut.
Perfect.
Enjoy, my friend.
Thank you. It looks very tasty, and I'm very excited to eat. And Kendall is eagerly waiting for us to be able to dig in. Can we eat yet?
Okay, this is your pork cutlets. Just take some. Nope, you gotta take it off the plate. Okay. Like it? This is the ham shank. The Schweinehaxen.
Oh, cabbage and.
Like that one?
Oh yeah.
Try it with a little bit of cabbage. Are you surprised you like it?
I'm surprised I like it so much.
Favorite? Use your Hallmark rating system to tell me 1 out of 4 stars?
Crowns. I'd give it 3.5 crowns.
Where's the 0.5 off?
Well, I mean, you gotta save that for like
For what?
a big, beautiful love scene under a gazebo.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Making love with you is all I wanna do.
Ted and Kendall join me now. Now, Ted, I gotta just ask you, did you do that for television or did you really like the food?
It was really good.
Really?
It was I mean, it's just a pile of meat. You had like a pile of fried, whatever, Wiener Schnitzel. That was great. The lamb shank. Or
He even ate the sauerkraut and the cabbage.
And you enjoyed that?
Yeah, the ham turkey leg thing, whatever it is. Oh, that was so tender. Oh, it was so good.
I am legitimately, and again, if you're new to our show, Ted, I said in the intro, he's the pickiest eater on our staff, and that's why we did that. I do love, though, I have to laugh, that the special that day, maybe you felt comfortable, the special that day was tacos. So,
They have everything.
They have everything. That's why they're great. BeersTube.com for more information. Thanks for having us, my friends, and thanks for treating Kendall well when she visits. You don't wear that every time you go, do you?
No, but I grew up at the one in Red Wings. They know me. I love them.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Ted liked it. It's like Mikey. He liked it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the world's shortest segment. That's it. I love that open so much. We received this today. We received this in the mail recently. I haven't looked at it yet. Alan at our Seattle station Q13 sent this to me. I have no idea what this is. Let's unroll it. No! It's a Letterman poster! It's a CBS promotional poster for Dave. Oh, this is getting framed immediately. Alan, thank you for stealing this from CBS. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Alan, you're the best. Oh, my goodness. How kind is that? Welcome back. It is time now for our surprise goodbye. That's right. We have no idea what our producers will put here until we read it right now. Today, it's a great story out of Disney World. Oh, that woman is not going to like me today. Following their 50th anniversary celebration last weekend, a mother and son who went to Disney World the first day it opened returned this past Saturday. And check this out. They recreated the same photo in the same spot 50 years apart.
Oh my gosh!
Susan Kroll took her son to the Magic Kingdom on October 1st, 1971, snapping the photo on the left. 50 years later, they both returned, posing in front of the renovated Cinderella Castle. Susan even wore a similar outfit, yellow shorts, and a white shirt.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that is sensational. Oh,
love
that
that.
makes me so happy.
Cool.
That's joy right there. Oh, I love our surprise ending.
I do
Unless it's a
too.
horrible game. Tomorrow on the show, Stephanie Hansen is back in studio sharing her recipe for perfect pumpkin cookies.
It's like her sugar cookies.
Every time Stephanie does a cookie recipe, people love it. So
So
don't
good.
miss the show. That's coming up tomorrow. That's right. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you are watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.